It's a wonderful day in West Virginia. Welcome to the Daily 304, Innovators and Entrepreneurs. Here at the Daily 304, we are committed to sharing the wealth, beauty, opportunity, and innovation that is right here in wonderful Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Twice a month, we introduce you to innovators and entrepreneurs and dig a little deeper into their companies, their work, their purpose, and the reasons they are here in the Mountain State and proud to call themselves West Virginians. Today, we are joined by Sean Frisbee. He's a retired Air Force colonel and the former president and CEO of the WVU Alumni Association. Now, he's taking on a new venture as president of Vertx Partners, helping businesses in Appalachia work together to solve problems for the federal government. Amazingly, he's doing it all at no cost to the small businesses and research labs he works with. Sean Frisbee, thank you so much for being here on the Daily 304.
Andy, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Absolutely. Sean, we get right into it here on this feature. So tell me a little bit about your company and what motivates Vertx Partners to do what you do here in Almost Heaven, West Virginia.
Well, as we've all seen just in our daily life, we've got some real challenges with our supply chains in America. And we're really focused on helping to secure those critical national security supply chains that we need to keep our Department of Defense strong and a leader in the world.
That's wonderful. So thank you for sharing that and the fact that West Virginia has those resources here for you to take advantage of that may have been overlooked in the past. Is that something that you're finding?
We are. In fact, if you look at some of the really critical supply chains, for example, let's talk about advanced carbon materials. So advanced carbon materials, whether it's graphite in batteries or graphene or carbon fiber, those are critical to our current and our future weapon systems across all the services. And in West Virginia, we have not only the fundamental resources in terms of carbon ore, but we have really innovative companies that have come up with ways to process that material and build the precursors to developing the advanced carbon materials that are needed in the supply chain. Right now, a lot of those materials are being sourced from overseas, and we can really strengthen the supply chains with domestic capability, and we can do it right here in West Virginia and Appalachia.
Wonderful, kind of a reshoring effort of innovative technology around how to process and utilize carbon, which some of us know as coal, correct?
That's exactly right.
Make it too valuable to burn.
It makes it too valuable to burn, and you'll hear some people talk about that. It is extremely valuable, and we can look to some of the communities in West Virginia that have really been hit hard in the past years with the reduction of coal production, and look at what we can do to actually utilize the skill sets, the people that we have there, with some of the new technologies that we have in order to develop and create these new products, manufacture new products, and really make West Virginia a centerpiece in this innovation economy that we're seeing across the U.S.
So tell me a little bit more about success stories that you've had since you've started, which you haven't been. How long have you been in business, serving as this catalyst, and already you have a couple success stories to share with us.
Yeah, we actually started last June is when we really launched, and so we're not even on 1 year yet. But we've uncovered some great businesses here in West Virginia. One of the ones that I just talked about, the advanced carbon materials, AmeriCarbon, a startup here in Morgantown, where I'm sitting right now, and they make coal tar pitch, and coal tar pitch is a precursor to many of these advanced carbon materials. And that is one example, and I believe that they will play a critical role in the future as we look to reshore some of these activities. Another company that we've uncovered is Acoustic Research Systems out of Shepherdstown in Martinsburg. And they're already doing work with NASA, and they have this really high-tech system that they're able to go in and test satellite payloads. Basically, the payloads are being launched into space, And they're able to do acoustic testing to ensure that those payloads are going to be able to survive the launch sequence. As you can imagine, you launch a satellite into space. We all love to see that rocket go off, but those payloads are very sensitive and may not survive. And they're doing that over in Martinsburg and Shepherdstown area.
So that's kind of risk mitigation for $1 billion satellite that's going, you may launch it, but you might break it while you're shooting it up there. And they're helping help save those resources.
That would be a shame if you build a very expensive system that's going to be launched into space and it doesn't survive launch.
Stepping back away from your company for a second, could you tell me personally what you and your employees love about living, working, and playing here in West Virginia?
Well, we love all of the outdoor activities. Certainly some of our employees spend time skiing here in the state. Many of us like to fly fish. I'm a trail runner, and so I love running the trails in our national forests and our state parks and elsewhere. Backpacking is another thing that we've all enjoyed. We've all spent quite a bit of time in Dolly Sods out there backpacking in that wilderness, and so lots and lots to do here in West Virginia. And just as you said, wonderful place to work, to play, to live, great communities, great family environment, and we see that because we're attracting more and more people into the state, and people want to have that as part of their life.
Wonderful, wonderful. And all the experience that you've had in the various industries and in your service, something we do here on the Daily 304 is called Innovation Corner. Could you give us one piece of insight or one piece of motivation or one piece of advice for an entrepreneur or an innovator who's thinking about, how do I get myself this idea I have? What should keep me going? What is a daily process or a daily thought or something like that? Could you share something like that has helped you in your entrepreneurial efforts, or what you tell your customers, your clients?
I think one of the most important things is to find a mentor, to find somebody who's gone before you, who has been successful in creating a business. It's tough. And you can learn all those lessons that they probably went through. And so let's make original mistakes as best as we can. And one way to do that is finding a mentor and just having conversations with them and helping them lead you through some of the challenges that you're likely to face.
Well, Sean Frisbee, I shared with you, it's a short format show. We really appreciate your dedication to the state, your dedication to innovation and entrepreneurship, the next thing that's going to happen for our country and building resiliency and business continuity for the defense industry. And I just wanted to sincerely thank you for being here today and for sharing the fact that, yes, sometimes it's really good to have somebody that you can call and lean on to help you on that journey and a mentor. So thank you so much. I guarantee you that that's the role your company's playing for your clients. So thank you very much for your time today.
And thank you, Andy, for all that you do at the Daily 304 and keeping West Virginia and those outside of West Virginia informed as to what's going on in the state. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's both keep going, and we'll keep sharing information with folks. So thank you so much, Mr. Frisbee. And thank you for watching. Be sure to follow us on all our social media channels at the Daily 304. You can also stay up to date with all the great things happening in beautiful, almost heaven, West Virginia by heading on over to wv.gov/daily304. We'll see you again next time.